Happy Monday. I hope you're doing good. My name is Charity Wamboi Kavanaugh, and I am a life, dating, and love coach to high achieving single women over 40. Today, I wanted to share a quick thought with you, and and it's about the milestones um, that are that we need to that I take my clients through really in the process of dating, right? So I'm a life coach, I'm a dating coach, I'm a relationship coach, I'm a love coach, and those are actually the milestones, right? So first of all, if you're not a successful single, and that means that you are not at a place where you feel like you are thriving in every part of your life, that's something that we would have to work on. Why? Because like attracts like. So if there are areas in your life that still need work, and think about the wheel of life, it could be your money, your finances, your health, your living environment, your social life, your emotional health. If that needs that still requires work, then I would say yes, we have to work on that, because like attracts like. And if you date in a state where you are not, you know you're not the best quote unquote version of yourself. I'm not talking about perfection. I'm just talking about being the best version of yourself in the moment that you are, meaning that you've identified what you want to work on and you're starting to work towards it. You don't have to be like in that perfect status, but that does matter in the quality of men that you attract, because relationships are like mirrors. We attract what we are. It's just the law of attraction. It's always at work, whether we are aware of it or not. So that's one milestone that I take my clients through. So a lot of them will have breakthroughs in their career. Some will, transition into, businesses instead of, doing work that they don't like. Some I'm able to completely settle their divorces and finally be that, free woman that they want to be. Others are, navigating various challenges with their health, and all those affect readiness issues. And so that's the first milestone that we kind of work on. The second milestone that we work on is on the dating process itself, right? The attraction process. And this is where you go out and actually date. And there's so many things that could affect this, right? Your attitudes and how you think about men, dating, and love, the type of action you're taking or not taking, whether you have the correct attraction venues that are aligned with your vision and your goals and what you're trying to do. What that means is the places that you decide to connect with this man, whether it's online or organically, like, is that in place? And then there's the social skills that we need to, develop so that we can connect with people, not just with men, and then the dating skills, right? And also the dating skills here, we're talking about your boundaries, we're talking about your emotional regulation, we're talking about being able to assert yourself, communicate your needs, you're able to flirt, being in your feminine energy, all these are dating skills that I work on with my clients as well. And then there's, of course, the intimate skills. How do I know that? How do I cultivate intimacy with the person that I'm with and the person that I want to be with? And of course, how do I actually know that he's the one for me? When you talk about the vetting skills, and this is where being sure of what your requirements are and actually learning how to test that and to collect information and knowledge based on experiences. All these are milestones that I take my clients through. So, when women come to me, they come for various reasons, right? They come mostly to find love at the end of the day, but there's so much that they work on in that process and journey, and that process becomes really the destination, right? And then the man is the cherry on top, the relationship is the cherry on top. So I just wanted to share that. And because I was talking to a client today, and she was telling me just how well she's doing in her work, and how well all the decisions that she's making are aligning with her choice. The sun is so bad. Aligning with her choice of how she wants to date, right? And I was like, wow, that's fantastic. Anyway, that's all for me today. Just wanted to share some thoughts. I am taking a walk. It's a beautiful day in Atlanta, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. All right, take care. Bye.